Good afternoon, members of the Senate. My name is Matthew Henry Smith. I am one of you. I have lived in Providence all of my life, praying in the same churches, going to the same schools as your children. None of these practices have been altered by the fact that I am also a gay man. Catholic senators, I believe in superheroes. Thank God our church has them. They are called saints like Katherine, Joan, and Francis, and they stood throughout history as a minority within the church calling for change. And there are many Catholics among you now who are calling for that change. If we look at the example of Christ for the justification of the nuclear family, would we find it? In a world where we are bombarded with messages that tell us that our families are less than if they are not comprised of two married parents, male and female, and some biological children, let us remember that Christ was reared by a foster father and a virgin mother. The Holy Family was not a traditional one in the least, and arguably the child Jesus was a successful man. He redefined the conventional concept of love. Still, he died at the hands of a church and a state that said that his call to love without condition was too challenging, too revolutionary, and too extreme. Faith, hope, and love. Here in our state, this applies especially. To break it down, the Diocese of Providence is the faith. The state under our motto would be the hope, and the love, well, that's not defined so easily. It does not belong exclusively to one or the other, but we can all choose to participate. My brothers and sisters in faith, it is faith that enables us to make the connection between what we can understand independently and what we can accept as a mysterious truth of God's holy creation. And if we believe as Catholics that God's creation is holy and sacred, we are called to respect each and every piece of it, even as we make new discoveries and discover old things anew. Fellow citizens of hope, consider that we do not ask heterosexual couples to prove their love before they wed. We ask them to prove it in the unwavering commitment to each other in the decades that follow. This civic and universal principle is not exclusive to any coupled combination of genders. Faithful Catholics, we must let love, which is radical by nature, define and identify itself. Hopeful Rhode Islanders, we have an obligation to indiscriminately protect that love in all forms and families. Faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. Thank you.